we go. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Best use of time travel:
Okay.
to see the future or to change the past.
Isn't there like a bajillion movies about not going back?
Yes,
past
there
to
is.
changing
There
it?
is. There is.
What is the best use of time
Best
travel?
use of time travel: to see the future or to change the past.
I would say change the past.
I would have went future.
Why is
Why?
that?
Why do you go change the
Well,
past?
because like the future, if you go into the future and you see in the future that you are a successful CEO with this great spouse and these beautiful children,
Right.
and you go back to your time and place, aren't you just now changing your future because you know all this stuff and you're actively looking for this stuff and now you're not just letting it happen?
Well, yeah, it's going to change. So, have you ever seen on Hulu the show 11/22/63?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, is that the one where they go back in time in this like diner or something?
Yes. Have you watched that?
I've watched a few episodes.
Okay, if you have not watched this movie, it's phenomenal. First of all, it's a book by Stephen King, which I'm not a big Stephen King read all his books, but this book was the premise of this book is that there's an English teacher and he goes and eats lunch at this diner every day. And one day he's eating lunch or dinner or whatever, and the owner of the diner walks out from the back room and he's sickly and he looks 10 years older, and he confesses to Jake that in the basement of this diner is a doorway to a time travel. And every time you step into this door, it takes you back to the exact same time every time, some random date in 1957. And then and no matter how long you stay in that time period, when you come back, only 2 minutes has passed in your existing time. So he could go back and spend 10 days, come back, it's only 2 minutes later in his time. Well, he had confessed to Jake that he had been going back and trying to stay long enough that he could change and prevent the JFK assassination, which is on 11/22/63. But as he's done that, he's gotten older because of that time, and he's gotten cancer now.
Because he doesn't stop aging when he's over there.
Right. Yes, you continue.
So like if
yes.
he's spending 10 years there.
Right. So when he may have left, he may have been 53, but when he came back now, he's actually 63 years old. So his body is 63 years old. And he got cancer during that time and so on and so on. So he convinces Jake he leaves the diner to Jake and then convinces him to go back and try to stop it. And Jake then goes back and he goes back a little bit and then comes back and tries a couple things or whatever. And he has a student, or he teaches night school as well. And there's a guy there and he goes back. I don't want to spoil it, but it's so freaking good.
Yeah.
Like the time period piece is really good. As a matter of fact, I might go rewatch it now that we're talking about it.
Now
it's so good.
I've been looking for new things to watch.
So it's on Hulu. Last I knew it was on Hulu. It might
okay.
still be on there. It's called 11/22/63. It's phenomenal.